without further delay, my dear participants, I would like to hand over the session to Mr. Rakesh Gandla, sir. Please carry on. And at the end of the session, we are going to provide the feedback link in chat box. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Rakesh sir, so please take over the session.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Deepika Garu, for a warm introduction.
Thank you, sir.
So just confirm me whether are you able to see my screen or not, sir?
Yeah, share, sir. You share your screen. Please share your screen.
Can you able to see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vijay.
Hello, everyone. Very good morning.
Hello, Rakesh sir.
Rakesh, sir.
He is rejoining, so due to network problem.
Hello.
Sir, rejoining, huh? Unable to, otherwise, so rejoin, sir. Rejoin, otherwise.
Join, sir. Can you accept it?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you have joined it. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Very good morning. So welcome to the funding series for entrepreneurs. So before let's make this session interactive rather than I'm speaking and you people just listening. So make it more interactive so that you can understand reality very well. So how you are finding yourself today? Anyone? Hello, I am with you guys.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yes, sir. Good morning. We
Very
are
good.
very excited to know about the series, funding series.
Okay.
I
So
am
what is
keen
that?
interested in entrepreneurship, and currently I am doing PhD on startups. My
Okay.
topic is startups,
Okay.
financial issues regarding startups. So
Okay.
we are very keen interested regarding this topic.
Sure. Sure. So just I think Deepika Garu has given me an overview brief what I'm into. So I'll just give a quick recap. So I'm having 6 years of experience. Out of those 4 years, I've been an entrepreneur. Now working for an ICICI bank as a wealth manager, where I'll be dealing investment banking plus wealth propositions for HNA clients and the startups. So let's understand what do you understand by entrepreneurship. So let's stick to the topic. So I'm not deviating anything from the funding series. But before getting into the funding series, let's explore what is the startup ecosystem and entrepreneurship is all about. So can anyone define what is entrepreneurship? Okay, let me take go through. So, see, entrepreneur is the one who believes that some idea or a product which can make people's life easier. So then he'll go forward and take the financial risk for hoping that he'll be gaining some profits out of building a business model. Okay, so I want to quote one famous quote from our late our Sri Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. So don't read success stories, you will get only message. Read failure stories, you will get some idea to get success. So we are very fascinated about the present day startups like Facebook, Google, Amazon, and everyone wants to be an another Facebook, and everyone wants to be an another Amazon. Now, so if everyone wants to read only success stories, and who will read the failure stories? So if you read success stories, you will get the motivation, definitely. But you don't understand the reality of building that startup and what could be the pain that entrepreneurs have gone through to start that startup. So now let's understand what is the startup ecosystem a decade ago. So can you tell me or a couple of startups that you are fascinated about or you want to see yourself to in that industry to start that startup? It can be any startup.
It's sir an academy.
An academy. Okay,
Yes,
so you want to see yourself in education field.
yes, sir.
Why so?
Actually, during the my initial level college time, we face so many challenges, and currently students are migrating from their small city, town, home city to urban area like the
Okay,
metropolitan city in order
okay,
to meet their means quality education. But
okay,
nowadays, through this channel as well as COVID situation,
okay.
it's provide a lots of benefit to the students. Even it's also pocket budget uh, courses as well.
Okay. So I can see one common thing in my slide and your example. You said it's an academy. So an academy is basically a technological platform where you'll offer courses to the end users, right? Now, if you see the same slide, I was talking about the new technological evolutions and in the business. So if you take a 10 years or a decade ago, close around 2008 or 2007, uh, what is the rate of penetration of smart mobile phones or internet? I would say it's pretty less. Probably at that time, in some whole households, we are using GPRS only. Not even we are exposed to 2G or something. Now, eventually, over the period of time, when the internet usage has been increased, or the penetration of smartphones or mobiles or laptops, which has been increased, and this technological evolution has opened up the doors for new age entrepreneurs. When I say new age entrepreneurs, now once upon a time, when I say business, everyone thinks like petrol bunk, textile, then or you can say distribution, you can say some manufacturing, heavy oriented industries. Now, in this present scenario, even a small idea of selling a courses through an online platform is a business. Now we need to understand how the technological has been evolved over a period of time to cater the business, the needs of the consumers. So here, when I say consumer, it's we who are looking for new things at a easy go. So because even today, if we want to switch on a fan, we don't want to get up from our chair and switch it on with a switch. We want a remote to just switch on that. So this is how the way that we are moving towards a comfort zone. So these are the ways that new age entrepreneurs can focus on how a technological thing can solve the pain point of a human life. So what is idea identification and validation? Now, someone has told me that I want to start an business which is similar to an academy. Now, how we are different from that an academy? Because another academy is already existing market. Then if you want to start the same thing, what is your USP? What is your unique selling proposition? Because if you are looking for a funding, or if you want to raise funding at an early stage or something, now you need to show some differentiating factor to the investor, how your idea is different from others which are there existing in the market. Now let's understand how do we identify an idea and how do we validate this idea for a better funding. Now okay, can anyone tell me what is invention versus innovation? Why it is important for a startup to be an innovator or an inventor? Anyone? Okay, let me take you through this. What is invention and innovation? Now, let me say an innovator is the one who modify the idea which is already existing in the market. Now, that guy is nothing but an innovator. Now, who is an inventor? Inventor is the guy who introduces a product or a service which is not available in the market. So let's take an example of Swiggy. So before Swiggy, probably there are 1 or 2 startups which are there in the market, but they could not able to shine or elevate their presence in the market. But when you consider Swiggy, I can say they have a first mover advantage in terms of user experience that they have been created and how is they can modify it. If you take the competitor of Zomato, I think probably Zomato recently they launched their IPO. Hello. Yes, someone wants to talk. Okay. So Zomato has recently launched an IPO. So IPO is nothing but an initial public offering. This is the one way of funding how a startup can acquire. Now, what is the difference? Swiggy